So, good PM, sir. This is my recorded video of myself, oral recitation in MGT 322 lecture. So, the oral recitation about the minimum standard of competency for security-related file recitation training that each seafarer must be able to do prior to going on board ship. So, the STCW Code Section A1 Chapter V1 STCW 2010 in relation to mandatory minimum requirements for security-related training and instruction for security. So first, standard of competence for security-related formation training. Before being assigned to shipboard duties, all persons employed or engaged in a seagoing ship which is required to comply with the provision of ISPS code other than passengers shall receive approved security-related formation training. Accountant of being guidance in Part B to be able to first report a security incident including a piracy or armed robbery, threat or attack. Second, know the procedure to follow when they recognize a security threat and take part in security related emergency and contingency procedures. Seafarers with designated security duties engaged or employed on seagoing ship shall, before being assigned such duties, receive security-related familiarization training in their assigned duties and responsibilities, taking into account the guidance in Part B. The security-related familiarization training shall be conducted by the ship security officer or an equally qualified person. Standard competence for security awareness training. 4. Seafarers employed or engaged in any capacity on a board ship which is required to comply with the provision of the ISPS code on the business that ship as part of the ship's complement without designated security duties shall, before being assigned to any shipboard duties, first receive the appropriate approved training or instruction in security awareness as set out in Table AV161. 2. Be required to provide evidence of having achieved the security required standard of competence to undertake the tasks, duties, and responsibilities listed in column 1 of the table AV16 by demonstration of the competence in accordance with the methods and the criteria for evaluating competence stability in columns 3 and 4 of table A1V16 and by examination or continuous assessment as part of an approved training program in the subjects listed in column 2 of table A1V16. 5. Transitional provision. Until January 1, 2014, seafarers who commence an unapproved seagoing service prior to the date of entry into the force of this section shall be able to establish what they meet the requirements of paragraph 4 by 1. Approve the seagoing service as shipboard as personnel for a period for the last 6 months in total during the preceding 3 years or having performed security function considered to be equivalent to seagoing service required in paragraph 5.1 or passing an approved test or successfully completing approved training. Standard of competence. Seafarers with designated security duties. Every seafarer who is designated to perform security duties including anti-piracy and anti-armed robbery related activities shall be required to demonstrate competence to undertake the task, duties, and responsibility listed in column 1 of table AV162. The level of knowledge of the subjects in column 2 of table A1 shall be sufficient to enable every candidate to perform on board designated security duties including anti-piracy and anti-armed robbery related. Every candidate for certification shall be required to provide evidence of having achieved the required standard of competence through demonstration of competence to undertake the task, duties, and responsibilities listed in column 1 of